Hi guys, it's Ali here. I've never considered myself particularly political in any way. I'm not a political animal. I find it really hard to understand. I'm extremely naive about how people count up who's voted for who, because apparently, I don't understand it. I don't really understand how they get their numbers. I just thought, if you voted for one party, it's a tick for them. And if you vote for another, it's a tick for them. But apparently there is some other things that go on. So you can see I'm extremely naive about this. And I did write a few things down today because I thought, wouldn't it be wonderful? And this is Ali's world. This is Ali's politics world. This is not anything that would probably ever go into some sort of come to fruition in some sort of reality. However, wouldn't it be nice, I thought, if the government, I thought, was supposed to work for us, to give us the best possible balance and fairness and possibilities for all, for everybody. Not just the rich, not just the poor, not just the anywhere in between, for everybody. And to try and make our country a nice, pleasant place to live, where people want to be engaged, want to be, get up in the morning and think, actually, it's okay living here. I'm really happy with, what people are doing and saying, and they're engaged with one another and all that. I thought, to give this sort of balance and fairness for all as possible, that it would be nice to have some rules put in place when election times come. And that would be not just in our country, but maybe in all countries. I don't know, but certainly I would love to see this happen. And this is Ali's world. We have to remember this. I'd like rules to come in that the candidates that wish to stand to become Prime Minister, or as in the US, a president, they should be, these rules, there needs to be a change in rules. Each candidate should be given the same amount of money and exposure when standing, because I don't know where they get their money from. I guess it's donations, etc., etc. But if donations weren't allowed, and each person that's standing was given a certain amount to advertise themselves and to put forward their policies and what their priorities are, because obviously each, like the Greens are much more interested in doing green things, and the Labour lot are interested in doing other things like NHS, and then you've got other people, and you know what I'm saying. So each candidate should be given the same amount of money and exposure when standing. They should not be allowed to start slagging off each other. That shouldn't be allowed. And if they do, they should be disqualified for it. I mean, this could be even a board game. I'm not sure. But I'm just telling you, that's how I'd like to see it. Because it's a waste of time when they do that, and it's not going to actually help deliver any productive quality for our country. And that affects us. I don't want to see them bickering each other. I can see loads of YouTube videos which have much better fights on there. The crap that comes out of these politicians' mouths when they're just bickering all the time, it's just rubbish. That shouldn't be allowed, because that's a waste of government money, and it's a waste of our money, because I know that it comes from all different sources, but I'm not sure that our taxes don't pay for some of this type of elections. I'm not sure. I might be wrong, but Anyway, they need to be able to talk about their goals and their aims and how they intend to improve our country. Also, to help out people's prosperousness. Is that a word? But to help people understand money and to help people improve their living wage, etc., etc. Because it's no good if you give them money and you don't really understand how to use money wisely. It would be great if they maybe we spent more money on trying to help people do that as a free thing almost, because there's only a few citizens of ISIS around, and I do think it would be a good idea, because it's like when people inherit money or they win money on the lottery and then they just blow it all because no one's told them about how to use that money wisely. And a lot of people don't understand about stocks and shares or anything like that. They, in their lives, they've never come across it. So I'd like to see, people prosper financially as well. Now, it would give us a better reason to go and vote. That's what I think. If there were more than two candidates. Because a lot of people say, oh, well, they're just going to win. I can't be asked to go out the house. Or I'll just vote for them because they're going to win anyway. And my vote doesn't matter. Because, I like somebody else that's right. The other ones are there, but they're not there, if you get what I mean. They're just in the shadows. Because you haven't really been able to hear what, the equal amounts of what they plan to do. It would make it fairer, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it make it fairer? If candidates started on an even footing, then we'd be able to vote more fairly. And since the government is supposed to work for us in the best way possible, then we should be able to vote and have that vote on a more fair and even balance. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, I am sure as well that society would be more engaged, they'd be less bored, and would be maybe listen to elections. And I don't also think they should be allowed to do it for so long, maybe 3 weeks before that they're allowed to have their stand and what they want, and that's it. Not like, bloody hell, what's the US, 9 months? God, it's ridiculous. Now, I'm naive. I know I'm naive. And this is Ali's world. And I haven't got any further than those thoughts. But I'd love to know what your thoughts are. And, I've never understood about printing money and all that. I'd just let everybody have money and make sure they're okay and warm and fed if I could. Because I don't like to see people living in the way that they have to do and being chucked out of rented accommodation because they can't pay their rent. I mean, the stress on people must be enormous. These sort of things, not in this day and age, it shouldn't be happening. So I just feel from the very top needs to start off on a fairer footing so that we as normal humans have got a better way of voting and a clearer path as to what is going to happen. And the other thing is, if they get into power and they do a complete turnaround, which has happened lately, I think they should be taken down straight away, because they're not following what they said they would do for the people. And then we should have another election, and they shouldn't be allowed to be in it. Because actually, if you did that, wouldn't it come under fraud if you did that? Because isn't that a fraudulent thing? I mean, it would be like, well, it's just like telling a lie, isn't it? It's a complete lie. Is it fraudulent? Maybe it's just lying. I don't know. That's another thing. They're just my thoughts. I love you all. Take care. Bye. And thank you for watching. Please press that subscribe button. I need a few more subscribers. And please give me what your thoughts are. I'd be delighted to know if you've got any. And if you found this entertaining, fabulous. If you found it really boring, I'm so sorry. It was just the thought of the day. Thank you. Bye-bye.